That back and forth, that's teamwork. It makes the dream work. All right, so let's get back into this business plan. So I'm really excited, like I said today, about the topic and the episode. And well, I'm always excited about all the episodes, but I'm really excited about this particular episode. Hey, Janelle. This particular episode, hey, Wayman, hey, Miss T. I'm really excited about this episode. And thank you all for listening. What I'm here to do is get rid of the myth of a business plan, the headache of a business plan that most of us think because of the fact that we have to sit down and we have to build this business plan, and we really dread creating a business plan. I know from experience, I did. And it can be a little scary, but I want to set it up for you where it won't be as scary and you'll be able to um, do your business plan, create it, and it'll be a fun part of what you do. Yes, it is very detailed and structured, and that's okay. But I want to tell you that it's not a business plan. It's not something that's set in stone. And that's all you have to follow by is that particular plan, because things do change. And as your business grow, your business plan to change. You might change the direction in the way that you're going. It depends on what's happening, such as like just what happened with COVID-19. A lot of people have to restructure their businesses. So you have to restructure your business, and it's okay, but you have to have some type of roadmap. And that's what a business plan is. It's your roadmap. And so we're going to get more into it. So, like I said, I know with business plans, it's a headache. And I know we think, oh, I don't have time for that. It's too much. You got to crunch those numbers. They want 5 years. And it depends on exactly who you're dealing with. And a 5-year plan is in financials is actually a projection of, what you think that will happen in 5 years. But my first business plan was developed because I needed it for a certification with the SBA as an SBA 8A contractor. But today, I want to share with you how important a business plan is and a simple way to start one. I know. You don't have time, right? No, why? Why? What's a business plan? So let's talk a little bit about what a business plan is. A business plan is a roadmap, like I said earlier, for you and your business. The business plan helps you to structure your business. It helps you to run your business, and it helps you to grow your business. And also, whenever you want to get finance as you grow, take it to the bank or an investor, you want to have this structure in place with your business plan. Now, you don't have to start out with a large business plan, but you do need to write down how you would like your business to be ran, the structure of your business. And we're going to get more into that, like LLC, S Corp, C Corp operations, and where you see your business in 2, 3 to 5 years, because everyone wants to grow their business. So you don't have to start, like I said, a large business plan. You can even start with achieving a 6-month goal, or even maybe a 30-day goal, because especially if you're starting out, I want you to look at your business plan in a fun way. I want you to look at your business plan as a vision board. I know you said a vision board. Yes, because what's on a vision board? It's usually a collage of things such as photos and words that represent a person's hopes and goals, right? A vision board is meant to serve as a motivation and inspiration to achieve a certain thing or level in life. So that's how I want you to look at your business plan. And you can start out really small, just jotting your ideas down. I know me and my family had this thing that we would do every month because my niece is a teacher and a coach. And Janelle, has a book coming out, and it's called Purpose. And of course, I don't have it right. And it is about purpose, but she's going to type that in and let me know the name of her book real quick, because I can't think of everything. Auntie can't think of everything. But she has a book coming out and she's getting ready to launch it. And she talks about purpose. And all of us have a purpose in life. And part of what we used to do as a family, that we would have these meetings and we would all come together and jot down and talk about our goals. And so business minded is actually a place where I want to set up that same structure where small businesses or businesses that business like-minded people want to come together and talk about business goals and help each other to strengthen the goals. Because I'm gonna tell you something, when you're around creative people and people who are in business and people who are doing things, one of the things that you will see is that you all just bounce energy off of each other and you'll bounce ideas off of each other. And it's always good to be around people who is creative. And that's why I talk about creating your business plan as a vision board. Just starting out, putting things on there about your business, where you see your business, what it should look like, and take those things and write them down in a plan. And then like I said, what a vision board is, it brings everything that you're trying to do to reality. It brings it to life. And that's what a business plan is. Your business plan should include, and this is some of the things that it should include. It should include your executive summary. It should include a company description. And I mean, you even use a company description on your website. So, you really want to have a website. We're going to talk about that because nowadays everybody need a website. What do? We go on those phones, we Google everybody. I mean, I don't care what it is. If I'm trying to find me some food, I Google to make sure that they're open, where I can pick it up at. So we Google everything. So your company description, it'll be part of your business plan, but it's also a part of your website. So again, put that on your vision board. And at the same time, have a journal and start writing these things down. So a company description, it details information about your company, what problems your company solves, who you are serving, such as organizations or which businesses or consumers, because it depends on what type of business you have. So, and what's your product and your service? Once you get your business up and running, then you want to increase on that business plan and you'll write it as you go. And then you want to get into funding. That's what you need for your business plan. So, and you need that business plan and you have your funding and as you go, because it'll tell you by then you'll start learning your projections, what you get in on a monthly basis, the amount of contracts you have, or even if you have an e-commerce store or whatever you have, you need a business plan for an investor. It might not be a bank. It might be a personal investor. It may be an angel investor. You might go do a crowdfunding. It could be any type of funding that you need for your business. It could be you trying to get a loan. And if you can't get a loan, don't worry about that either. Okay. We're going to talk about business loans. Because even with my contract, I had a contract and I was part of a $250 million contract. And my contract was with the city. And what we were doing was my company was over 250,000 square feet of concrete pour for a new water treatment plant. And we were over the quality assurance and quality control of structural steel for the administration building. So, and I look, I brought the words all the way out because quality assurance and quality control is usually QA, QC. Okay. But I just wanted to kind of just let you know what that was if you didn't. So we were over that. So I took this contract to the bank, and the woman at the bank, she didn't even look at my business plan. She didn't look at my contract. The first thing she said was, the city might not pay you. And I never forgot that. So at that point, I had to come up with my own way of funding my business. And it was legal, y'all. It was legal. It wasn't illegal. I didn't find a drug dealer or get some drug money. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. But I had to find a way to come up because it was my first business. It was my first real big contract, and I had to find a way. So what I did was the people that I hired this gentleman, and we had worked together previously on a project, and I hired him. He wanted to come work with me. We sat down, we had a conversation. I said, hey, I'm a small business. I'm just starting out, and this is where I'm at. So I said, I get paid monthly. I said, so what I would like to do, if you agree to it, to pay you monthly. And that's just like a supervisor. And basically, that's what he was. He was a project manager, but he was my superintendent on the job site. And I would like to pay you monthly. And is that okay? And can we work that out? And so he said yes. And what I really loved about the whole thing and dealing with the project and everything is that, and you really, it's a blessing if you get a contractor who know that you're a small business, want to work with you as a small business, and literally treat you right because they know how hard it is. So I had a contractor. It was a really large contractor. I was dealing with Black and Veatch at the time. And I mean, they would pay me when I put my invoice in. A week later, I have my check, or a few days later, I would have my check, because they knew the relationships that we all needed to create, and we did a great job. And that's another thing: you have to do a great job. You have to perform. And as a woman-owned business, we have to perform even more than anyone else. So I just want to share that with you. Yes, I said it, as a woman-owned business. Yes, especially a minority-owned business. Even not just I'm gonna say minority, and I'm gonna include all of the men in there too, because all of us have to uh, go above and beyond when we have a business, and that's just it. We have to give great customer service, because if you don't have a good name, you don't have anything. But I will tell you this: all money ain't good money, so you have to really look at who you, as they say, getting in bed with, and meaning getting in business with. So now that we did a little bit and talked about that, about the funding, let's talk about relationships. Relationships in all businesses are important. And so I suggest that if you have a bank that you deal with, because I'm going to tell you something, you can get credit even if you don't have good credit. You can get it. I've seen it happen before. I've seen a lot of things happen before over the years in business. It depends on who you have your relationship with. So if you're with a bank, just, you have to get in a relationship with a banker, but make sure it's a banker, a manager, someone who can make decisions. And like I said, your business plan, think it out, put thought into it. And I don't say, don't put a whole lot of mess in it, a whole lot of rambling and, just trying to puff it up. Don't do that. Put it together for real. And I'm sure that after you make your relationships, and like I said, you might have to get creative like I did. And I've been getting creative ever since I had a business. So it's just, you have to work with what you have to work with, and it'll work out. Okay, so moving on, I have some exciting news. But before I get into that, let me tell you, my niece's book is called A Guide to Finding Purpose. And so what I'll do is I'll have a link to her website on there, and her name is Janelle Robinson. And I'll have a link to her website on businessmindedllc.com, so you can go and learn more about her course and her classes and her as a coach and teacher. Now, I have some more exciting news. That's exciting too, but I have some more exciting news. I don't know if you remember, but on my last show at Hot 107.5, before we started the podcast, I spoke with some of the winners who had won the giveaway. And they asked me about classes and when we would start our classes, and to please keep them updated on our classes. Well, I got some news. Guess what? I'm excited to announce we have started our first class. Actually, it starts August 27, and it's called Startup. Yes, Startup. So you can go over to businessmindedllc.com, on the website, and find out more information regarding our course. You can learn more about the course. And, the course is such an excellent course. It's good for startup. And yes, let me tell you this, there is a price, but it's not breaking the bank. The price is $35 for the course. And I feel like if someone can't afford $35 for their course, they're giving them all the information, walking them through step by step to set up their LLC. And this is only for Michigan residents right now. Later on down the line, we'll have other courses for like Atlanta, Chicago, and different places like that. But each structure in each state is set up a little differently. So the first one is with Michigan. So if you know someone who lives in Michigan and they're looking to start a business, and I'm sure they could take $35 out there at their stimulus money or their unemployment or whatever they have, even a job, and get in and be a part of this course. Some of the things that we'll talk about in the course is structuring your business, and we'll be doing a limited liability company, a LLC. And so we'll talk on C corps and S corps, but one of the easiest things to actually get started in your business is an LLC. And the thing is that there are a lot of companies that are actually structured as an LLC, and it provides several benefits for its members. Now, I would rather have you as an LLC than a sole proprietor, because a sole proprietor, it's a lot of liabilities for you that you incur on your business. So it's good to always incorporate and get that LLC. So what we do in the course is that we'll walk you step by step in the course. Now we're going to create your LLC. And this is why the next point that I'm going to talk about is very important. And this is some more stuff that we'll get into more deeper in the class. But one of the important things is naming your business. Your business name means a lot. Okay. It's one of the most important things to me that you can do. You want the name to tell what you do, but also not to limit you in one category unless you only want to be limited in that category. Okay. So we will talk about how to get an EIN number and even how to get your DUNS number to set up your business to do business with the government. We're going to get into joint venturing. And a joint venture is an arrangement where two or more companies combine resources on a project or a service. And we'll talk about the length of an agreement, and the resources varies. The resources vary. So the companies will, participate, and they'll agree to, what they do is they'll agree to split the profits on a joint venture. So we'll get more into that in the course. We're going to talk about subcontracting, and it also comes with an ebook. And the ebook is basically all of the information that you will be able to refer back to once you've taken the class. And let me tell you something, the class is going to be a great thing. I mean, it's really going to be a great thing. And that's just one of the courses, because our other course that we'll be having is an e-commerce course. So I'm really excited about that, really excited. So we'll also have a link to a private Facebook group where you'll be able to post your questions after the course, or if you don't want to post a question that pertains directly just to you, maybe something you don't want anybody else to know about, you can also send us an email and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. But now, if it's certain questions that you post, of course, and you might even email us something, if it's nothing pertaining to anything personal with you, then what we'll do is we'll actually have it as one of the questions on Business Minded Podcast, or we'll have it set up online. So that was just one of the special announcements, and it's just one of many courses. Now, I have another special announcement. We have a giveaway. Yes. Excuse me. We have a giveaway. But there's some strings attached. Okay, I know you're like, what? What's she talking about, strings attached? Yep, strings attached. So we have something that I've been trying to do, because I wanted to do it ever since we were on 107.5. when we were on there. So now's the time for us to actually do it. So if you know someone or you're someone or whoever, we're doing something on our next show called the elevator pitch. The elevator pitch is a 60 seconds. You have 60 seconds to pitch your company to someone who might be getting ready to give you a multi-million dollar, billion-dollar contract. But we want to know, what is your elevator pitch? And you have 60 seconds. And in that 60 seconds, you still talking after 60 seconds, you getting disconnected. It's all in fun, y'all, but it's for real, because you only have 60 seconds or less to impress an investor, a partner, a joint venture, or even someone you want like to come and work with you. You have 60 seconds. And the thing is that what we want to know is, what's so special about your business? And that's going to be on our show next Sunday. But you do have to register online for the elevator pitch. And it will be a link put online later. And our listeners will be able to vote on who they remember. Because I'm telling you, it's all about what they remember about you. And did you really pique their interest with your elevator pitch? So I'm excited about that. And guess what? The winner will get a whole business-minded package. Yep. We're going to have a whole business-minded package that we're putting together. And we'll have more details on our site later. But yeah, so you have up until Wednesday, the 12th of August, 12 o'clock midnight to register. So if you know someone or you are someone and you want to do your elevator pitch, then we welcome you to do so. And listen, this is the time for you. It's the time. It's the time for you now to start your business or take the one business that you have to the next level. This is the time. There's no more excuses. You know, we always say, oh, I'll do it later, or when I get the finances, but this is the time, y'all. This is the best time. If there has never been a time for us to start a business, this is the time right now. So I truly, truly want you to really consider going over, looking at the course or spreading it around, letting everybody know. Like I said, dream work, teamwork make the dream work, because that's what happened today with the podcast. You all told me we have double feedback. I mean, that's something that I need to know. And so I knew at that point what was happening because I had another screen up. So, and I needed that. And you told me when you lost me, I couldn't see you either though at the time when we lost each other, because I actually went out and then I came back in. But this is all a part of business, and that's what makes the dream work. So I'm just telling you, no more excuses, y'all. Write the vision down and make it plain so them that read it can run with it. There's a company out there looking for you. There's someone looking for you, what you have to offer, whether it's coaching or getting a construction field, if you're a project manager, or, you just looking to try to figure out what you want to do. In the class, we're also going to help you look at business ideas and different things like that. So we're going to have a lot. And I always tell people, bring your pencil and paper when you come here, because listen, you have a lot of notes to take, because by the time I hope I get on that website to put it up there, you can go back and follow. You can always listen to the podcast again. So guess what, everyone? That's our show for this week. And we look forward to meeting you back here next Sunday for another episode of Business Minded with me, your host, Angie B. And I just want to tell you, come on, y'all, go get that business. And I'll see you back here. You're listening to Business Minded with Angie B., a podcast show that inspires business-minded people to pursue their passion. My name is Angela Boone, aka Angie B. I'm an entrepreneur with over 35 years of experience in the construction industry. My company has taken part in projects ranging from $250 to a whopping $1.5 billion capital improvement program. I sit down with small business owners to talk about their challenges, how they overcame their challenges, and the lessons they learned.